But welcome everyone. We've got a great one planned out. Mr. Danny Bay will be joining us here in a few minutes. But real quickly, just wanted to go through just a couple items that I think everybody's aware of. But I know some of you are brand new team leaders that have just rank advanced here in the last. I had a call today of a couple people that just got ranked up. So I know that we've got some brand new ones, first ever team leader call and team leader and above. Right, we've got all the great leaders on here today. But you know, as we close out the month, there's always a couple things that you always want to be really aware of. Obviously, many of you've been a part of the Riman community, so you have these things firmly under your belt. But when I got started in Riman, I asked Mr. Danny Bay, I was like, Mr. Danny Bay, what's the rhythm, right? What is the rhythm? He said, man, Tim, he goes, we have a strong close in Riman. And I didn't realize how strong of a close is, but about 40% of the volume comes in the last 48 to 72 hours of the month, right? I mean, it's wild what happens. But let's talk a little bit about some of these things so you can really be aware of it and obviously be on top of it as we close out right now this month. First thing is obviously the June travel promotion, right? The double travel points, triple travel points. We've got to make sure that we're making everybody aware of that, right? If someone does 1,000 in personal SP, right? Obviously meaning what you buy or what you sell personally, right? You're going to double your travel points for June. So you're not just going to unlock your unilevel, you're also going to do what? Double your travel points for June, right? Now, guess what? We all know if someone does 2,000 in personal SP, what happens, right? 2,000 in personal SP, whatever you buy or sell, right? We're going to get triple the travel points for June. Okay. So obviously the buzz with everybody coming back right now from obviously from Costa Rica running for Bahamas, there's never been a better time, right? There's never been a better time to focus in on, promoting obviously the travel point promotion, because everybody right now all your teams saw you there, right? And for you that were there, I know some of you are brand new, you didn't get a chance to qualify, but for a lot of us, we were there, right? And your team saw that. So we want to make sure that just talking about how this is one of the most exciting promotions, because I've got to make sure no matter what that I get you qualified for Bahamas, right? That's the dialogue I've got, right, with my people. I'm like, look, no matter what, I got to make sure you don't miss out on Bahamas. Got to be there. And this promotion right now this month is going to help drive that, right? So 1,000 in personal SP, double travel points, 2,000 in personal SP, triple the travel points for June. Now, we all know, obviously, managers and higher, right? As managers and senior managers, what? They need 3 unique customers, right? To be able to do what? Right? Release commissions. Obviously, team leaders and above need 5. So we that's another impending event. Success, my mentor told me something very early on in my career. It's like one of the first things I wrote in my journal. Like in my first journal that I ever got, the first training I ever went to, one of the first things he says, success in network marketing is a series of impending events. And I didn't even spell impending right. I didn't know what the heck he was talking about, but I wrote it in my journal. Success in our industry is a series of impending events. Later on, I figured out what he was talking about. But it's when impending events are things that are going to drive behavior, right? So these are the things that drive the behavior of closing out the month strong, right? Unlocking your unilevel. We all know, right? Everybody's running to unlock their unilevel. Planners and managers get 2 levels. Senior managers get 4 levels. Team leaders get 6 levels. Obviously, we all know everybody needs 1,000 in personal SP, right? From whatever they buy or sell, and 10 lifetime customer accounts, obviously, to unlock their unilevel. So that's a big one that's going to push hard. So when you log into your back office, you can run a report. When you go to My Team, you can run a report, whether it be senior managers, team leaders, directors, senior directors, however you want to specialize that report. Go to My Team, and you can look at how much volume everybody's got, right? The My Team, and then you can basically look at managers, senior managers, or your entire organization, right? If you're a newer team leader, right? You can easily see your team. So you want to make sure that we're on that hard. Like that's a big one that drives tons of volume, right? Mainly for the brand new people that have gotten started this month, that have gotten 1,000 in personal SP, right? Maybe they bought 1,000 point back or 1,500 point back or higher. We have to make sure that they have their 10 lifetime customers so they don't miss out on any money, right? So that's a big one. Obviously, the 10,000 maintenance for team leaders, 100,000 for directors, 300,000 for seniors, and obviously 500,000 for nationals. That is, to me, is the most important thing that we have in our compensation plan, because it drives the right behavior, right? This when I first got started, I realized that This was something that's really going to help people, mainly newer team leaders, right? You have to have a goal to reach for, right? And obviously, if your team leader has been around for a while, you're probably running for director. 10,000 open line is not a big deal for you, but some of the newer directors, our team leaders that just hit, it's important to make sure that we're on that we're getting everybody their 10,000 in open line volume so they can hit obviously their monthly maintenance. Okay. That's a big driver. That to me is the bulk of, I think, where the volume comes from, right? When your organization grows real big and you've got like 500, 600, team leaders, you're going to find out that a lot of the newer ones are all hitting that 10,000, which is going to drive the massive amounts of volume, right? Rank advancement. Obviously, we all know everybody that signed up. Obviously, for manager, senior manager, when is their 3 months, right? April. Anybody that started in what month? April. So April, May, June. That's our 3 months for our managers and senior managers, right? We all know that. We want to be looking at who joined in April to make sure that if you've got a manager, somebody that joined in April that's a manager, we got to make sure that we get them to what? Senior manager by the end of June. Because guess what? That April volume is going to do what? It's going to fall off come when? July 1st, right? We all know that, okay? Team leader, people that are running for team leader right now, we know, okay, they're going to rank advance obviously on July 1st. But February volume is going to fall off come July 1st, right? So February, March, April, May, June. So any volume from February is going to fall off for July 1st, going off the 5-month rolling. So we want to make sure that we're on top of that. We're going to drive a lot of volume this month from people that got started in February. February is a really good month for us. Okay, so you want to realize that there's a lot of people that got started in February. What do we want to do? Make sure all those people that are running for team leader, they get there this month. Okay, now obviously the top retailer bonus, we know how important that is, right? You can earn an extra 5 or 10% on your own customer sales. Okay, if you have a 2,000 SP or 4,000 SP, right, you can count up to 200 SP from a personal purchase, right? And then obviously a customer purchase, and then obviously 10 or 20 active customers, depending on which one you're qualifying for. That's a big driver. Obviously, we also know every team leader right now, the travel point promotion, right? Meaning that if I'm a team leader and I get 10,000 SP, I'm getting 40 travel points. If I get 20,000 SP, what happens? How many travel points do I get? 80. But they're doubled or tripled this month too as well. So there's a lot. This is a great month to make sure that every team leader is pushing for that next tier, whether it be every 10,000, you're going to get another 40 travel points as a team leader. Okay. We all know that. Obviously, the convention bonus, everybody's running for that right now. This is going to help us drive a lot of volume here at the end of the month. This is why I think this is going to be such a strong close, is because right now, everybody with 25,000 in volume, what's happening, right? If you're a team leader, you do 25,000 open line, you're getting that extra $1,000 bonus. Everybody's running for that, right? 50,000, right? You're going to get 2,000. 75,000, you're going to get 3,000, right? We all know 100,000, you're getting 5. 150, you're getting 7,500, and 200,000, you're getting the full 10,000. The team leader convention, this is the convention bonus, right? The big promotion. This is driving massive volume as we close out, because there's so many people that are right at like 20,000, they're going to push for 25, and so many people that are at 45,000 are going to push for 50, right? So many people that are at 70,000 are going to push for 75,000. Okay, so there's a lot of people right now there's a lot of volume right now. There's people right now that are sitting at 25,000 that are going to close strong, and they're going to have 50,000 just by promoting all the stuff that I'm talking about right now. Okay, and then obviously we also know July 1st June 30th is the last time to get your discount for your convention tickets, right? The convention tickets for Vegas, they go full price on July 1st, right? So anybody that hasn't gotten their ticket for the convention, we want to direct them obviously to buying their ticket. So once again, these are the exciting things that are happening right now. Some of you might have joined us late, but we got the June travel point promotion where it's double or triple, whether you get 1,000 or 2,000 SP. Right, we got the customer eligibility, 3 to 5 customers if you're a manager or higher. Unlocking, obviously, everybody wants to unlock their, everybody wants to unlock their unilevel, right? So everybody's pushing for the unilevel. We all know that. Team leaders, 10,000, directors, 100,000, senior directors, 300, nationals, 500. So there's obviously the monthly maintenance right now that's driving massive volume. Obviously we all know, that basically everybody's rank advancement, right, is going to, anybody from April, any volume from April is going to fall off come July 1st for manager, senior manager. Any volume from February is going to fall off July 1st, right? So we want to make sure for team leader, we got the top retailer bonus. We got the, obviously the normal travel point promotion for team leaders and higher. And then obviously The convention bonus is driving massive volume for team leaders and above. And then obviously the convention ticket discount ends. So I just want to go over a couple of those announcements. I kind of ran through that very fast, but I want to make sure like this is how team leader are only no anybody can qualify for Bahamas, but the team leaders get that extra 10. If you get 10,000 open line, you get obviously the 40 travel points. Now this month they're doubled or tripled, but kind of ran through this fast. I know some of you might not know all this information, so if you didn't know it, I apologize if I ran through it fast. Most of us it was reminders. Okay, it's just great reminders to be okay. What should we be focusing on right now? But the biggest thing is this: is that the excitement right now. I've never been more fired up because this convention coming up right now in August. It is going to be packed. It's going to be an amazing convention. The announcements that are going to be made. Some of you that were in the Bahamas, you heard about some of the stuff that's going to be going on there. It's going to be, oh man, it's going to be big. Okay, we have got a big one, a bunch of announcements. It's going to be very exciting, a convention. And this is going to be a convention I think people are going to look back at and point to where it's a turning point, right? I mean, every time I've ever, in this profession in the last 30 years, I've always seen it where there's that one event. You never know what event it's going to be, right? But there's that one event that becomes that turning point, and it just explodes from that point on. And I can't wait. I can't wait for you all to experience massive momentum, right? When this thing hits mass momentum. Mr. Danny Bay's seen it. He's created it. I mean, I know he knows all about it, man. But when this thing kicks, we're going to have so much fun. And it's just so exciting. I can't wait to hear about all the exciting things, Mr. Danny Bay. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. I know you're at the airport. Danny Bay's at the airport. He's everywhere. Thank you so much for your commitment. It is unbelievable. And we're so fired up, obviously, to be here to get ideas and insights from you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tim Herr. We appreciate your leadership, and you're absolutely right. This Las Vegas convention, I strongly believe now that Riman, United States, Canada, North America have been operating for a little over 3 years now, I strongly believe that this convention will be the convention that many people will have that epiphany, aha moment, breakthrough, that really takes their business from where they are right now. And it won't be a 10 or 20, 30% growth, and it will truly become a breakthrough event where they will think completely different than that how they used to think, and the paradigm shift will happen in their mind where they will just come out different, and that's why we use the term leaders are born at the convention. And I truly believe that this convention is going to be that event for so many people. So it's going to be very exciting to see what's going to happen in August, September, October, November, December, rest of this year as we finish out, 2026, year of growth and year of expansion. We do have a couple of leaders that we want to hear from today. But before that, I just want to briefly let you know, man, we've been on an incredible tour. These are some pictures from Colombia event. We had a tremendous event in Colombia. And we also had managers and above leadership training, and we spent a couple hours there. We had great team leaders and above luncheon, which was awesome. We had so many senior managers, and senior manager recognitions, so many senior manager promotions, so many manager promotions. It was super exciting to watch. And also we had many team leaders, that got promoted in the market, that were just fired up. I don't know if you could hear this sound. I don't think you can yet, but here you go. I mean, we had uh, this is from Chile. We had some team leaders in Chile that got promoted. Yesterday was so fun to watch, so exciting to watch, them celebrating. And it was so awesome because, they had couple team leaders, but they really maximized this launch event, and they used it as a pending event like you would, for conventions back in United States. And literally three of the team leaders, they got promoted within 24 hours prior to the event, because they wanted to get recognized at the event. And just seeing the tears, seeing the excitement, seeing just how excited they are and the celebration of it. It was just incredible. So we just finished the tour in Chile yesterday. So we already did an event in Italy, Spain, and Colombia and Chile, and we're at the airport right now on our way to Peru. It's going to be awesome. Our very first event in Peru. It's going to be very exciting, and next week, we're going to be starting the tour in Asia, going to Hong Kong and Taipei and Taichung and Kaohsiung and Singapore and Manila, Philippines and Tokyo, Japan and Seoul, Korea. It's going to be awesome, before the convention in Las Vegas for the North America market. So it's really exciting summer. And there's so many new leaders that are getting promoted, achieving great success, and it's really awesome to experience. And I have asked Miss Dora to join us to share with us on the call today. I know some of you saw it on social media. If you haven't heard the news yet, Ms. Dora Lim just became a senior director a couple of days ago, our newest senior director, Riman. And I have to tell you, I mean, Dora, it's incredible because, and I know we're going to have a chance to hear her full story, at the convention to celebrate in person, even bigger. But I got to tell you, we're so amazed with her leadership and her commitment. Running two different fashion brand businesses, and of course, being an incredible mother to her, kids and having a beautiful family, to also really leading and having a beautiful, and how to do it as a part-timer that's creating results bigger than people working full-time plus overtime. And having incredible success, and the fact that her and Miss Karen Kong came to the very first convention, and when we're just launching United States, and as just brand new to Riman, to in such a short amount of time of 3 years, what she has done, and building some of the largest teams in Colombia, one of the largest teams in Mexico, one of the largest teams in United States, and also having partners that I got to meet in Spain and different marketplaces. It's just absolutely incredible what she is doing right now. So Dora, if you could share with us briefly what's happening in Colombia, what your experience was, with the Colombia launch event, and what's happening in the team, and it will be great. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. Wow. I'm just so honored to be here. I just came back from Colombia, and honestly, my heart is so full. It was so special to see so much excitement, and I really saw momentum being created. We promoted 5 team leaders before the launch, and today we have one more team leader that we're gonna promote. And we also celebrated our newest director, Laura Munoz, who had been on the ground supporting her girls, leading by example, and just pouring belief into the field. And I think that's what I love about, the most about building globally and building new teams, is that, we're there to really pour our belief to people that they have no idea about Riman. And really is connecting to the system that we already have, presentations, orientation, pop-up. We really prepared the whole team ahead of time to do all that, putting product on people's face, and most importantly is collaborating together. I am just incredibly proud of every single team that I have in every single country, because crazy, we've been able to duplicate the system that we have, but not only just the system, but this culture, a team culture. Every single country that I have a team on, we all operate the same way. And, I think one thing that I can say from my personal experience building globally is that momentum is not something that you wait for. It's something that you go and you create. So, when your whole team moves together, when the leaders are, not building alone, but they build side by side, that's when it just something powerful comes, something power happens. And, that's the beauty of the system. I know that, I had so many people, I'm so glad that Mr. Danny Bay decided to allow managers and senior managers to participate in the leadership training, because I had so many planners that literally the day before the event, they all bought up to manager just because they wanted to join the event. So I hope you bring that back for the convention, the US. But that's I think everybody at Riman, you guys know that the beauty of the system is that it works, but it only works when we work it. So it's just reminding you guys that to keep things simple, um, and then just remind people that all they have to do is really master opportunity, doing lots of orientation, onboarding your team well, and doing lots of pop-ups. And that's what we've been doing, how we prepared the team since day one, and that's how we've been able to create momentum. So I'm so proud of what's happening here. Thank you so much, Mr. Danime, for giving me this space to share with you guys. And I'm excited to see everyone at convention.
Well, we can't wait to hear your full story during the celebration of your senior director. I know literally we heard the news literally 24 hours before the event of you getting promoted to senior director, Laura getting promoted to director, and we were so happy to be there to celebrate with you.
Yes,
Congratulations,
we
Laura.
Laura wrapped up director literally the day before the Columbia launch. And it was, oh, and one more thing. I just want to tell you guys the importance of seriously, when you put your mind into it, when you set a goal to get things done. I mean, I'm just going to share this with this leadership group because we're all here trying to rank up to our next rank. Laura was 50,000 points short that month. Okay. She had 50,000 short, and it was like a dual dining situation. It was like, Laura, this is your country. I know you can do it. And she was like, I can do it. I can do it. I mean, I know we always hear from Mr. Danny trainers on like, you can get so much done if you really hone in and focus your attention in a week, versus just kind of mindlessly trying to do something in a year. And, she's a true example of that. If you really put your mind to it, if you set a clear goal, you can do it. So I know everybody here can do it too. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dora. Well, next we want to go all the way out to Chile at the airport, just over there at that table. Mr. Ivan Tapia has been in all the tours actually together. We were in Italy together, Spain together, Colombia together, Chile together, and we're on our way to Peru for the event tomorrow. And it's just watching what Mr. Ivan Tapia has been doing with his leaders in all the markets and taking full advantage of the global expansion that's happening at Riman. It's just watching his work ethic, watching his leadership, and all the leaders that he's also bringing on and raising in the company. It's absolutely incredible to watch. I've asked Mr. Ivan to share a few words with us this morning. Thanks for joining us this morning, and you're an absolute champion, Mr. Ivan.
No, I'm truly grateful to be here in this call with all of you. Excited to be here in the call with all of you. Thank you, Danny, for definitely putting the standards and the expectation levels up there, because at the end, that's I know from my experience that you can only try to do so much by yourself. But it's a collaboration and it's a co-creation of everybody. And definitely, and it starts all the way if from Sherman on, from Mr. Wang, from yourself and everybody here on board on this call. And the goal and the mission of the company is to go to 5 billion per year by 2030. So that means we got a lot of work to do, and that means we got a little bit less than 5 years to go to really get that goal going. And it's just getting started. The reality, if we truly believe, everybody here believes that we're just getting started right now when we're starting the tours in Italy and Spain and Colombia and Chile and then Peru right now. We're traveling there. It's just getting started. Those countries are getting started. The way, in my experience, there's for everybody who's a team leader and above here, I always see this as a lot of excitement. A lot of people are excited and with energy and positive, and because countries are just getting started. but it is our job to keep that excitement going through our leadership, through our actions. It's our job to educate people that this period right now is just the getting started point. I used to teach people, the champagne effect when everything's starting on a country. Everything's amazing. You get all the bubbles right at the beginning, but then you get the substance, the stays, and that's gonna be what we're gonna be working with. I know that's what happened in Taiwan. I know that's what happened in China. I know that's what happened in the USA. That's what happened in Korea. That's what happened in the most biggest countries in Riman. That's what happened. So now it's our job to do the same thing in the countries that is just opening, in the countries where it's just getting started, and it's truly amazing to see all the amazing new stories, the new director and in Colombia and all the team leaders. We had yesterday 3 team leaders pop in one night basically, and we had a fourth one that couldn't be there. But so basically 4 team leaders in the last 2 3 days in Chile, and you see the whole Chile energy starting to grow. You see Colombia, we had a total. You see in the whole company 5 of team leaders that Dora's mentioning, like maybe 7 8 total in the whole company. Peru's just getting started. So we're just excited to be talking to leaders, just excited to be talking about the vision of having the opportunity to share the best skincare product in the whole world, and so it's not about the product, because the product, it is already the best. The company is already the best. It's our job as leaders. And if we grow as leaders, there's nothing that can stop us, so it's gonna be the leadership is gonna be on us. We're already having a standard. We already have a goal, and I know we're just getting started. 5 billion, that means we gotta 10x what we have right now. That's what that means. We gotta 10x what we have. So think about all of us about 10xing. So wherever we are, whatever our volume is, let's think about 10xing. If we're at 100K in team leader, well, that means 1 million a month. If you're at 50K, well, that means 500,000. And that means we gotta elevate our work ethic. We need to elevate our leadership. We need to work on our personal development. That means we gotta have a personal development plan. I mean, just excited to be in the trenches. I love the trenches. I love massive action, and that's what I love to do. I've been doing this for a long time, but I've never been this excited of being part of a legacy company just getting started. So that's what really is really exciting to see a lot of people see the vision, and very excited to be seen in Vegas, all of you guys, and listening to Team Her about closing out the month strong. That is so important. We got 2 days to get June the most results, and make sure and making sure all of us to have the best people with the best ranks out there in Vegas. So thank you, Danny, for the opportunity to share with all of you guys here, and I'll be excited to see you guys in Vegas.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ivan Tapia. Travel safe for sure, because I'm on the same flight. So make sure you travel. I'm just playing. We're gonna travel safe. This is gonna be awesome. Well, in closing, I want to just share just a couple of thoughts. When we see the excitement of what's happening in Colombia, when we see the excitement of what's happening in Chile, and seeing the managers and senior managers and team leader promotions and director promotion and all these exciting things, I think it's very easy for our mind to fall into the trap of what normal average people's thinking behavior likes to do in our mind, which is the old saying of, well, it must be easier there. It's the old saying of grass looks greener on the other side. How many of you ever heard that before? Grass looks greener on the other side. I just want to let you know, grass is never greener on the other side. Grass is just greener wherever you take better care of it. But I could tell you the new countries, new expansions, if you could really, as exciting as it is, if you really look at it apple to apple, if you really look at it apple to apple, I could tell you that the older the market is, better the opportunity is. I could tell you right now from every aspect. And I'll tell you why. In Colombia right now, we are just, we just had our launch event. We still have a lot of operational challenges of brand new country launching that we're overcoming, from local product shipping to some of the things that are still a pending item for us to solve, for a smoother operation and opportunity for our business partners as well as our customers in Colombia. Same thing in Chile, and same thing in Peru. Where I could tell you that there are way more products in the United States, way more products in Canada, way more products in Mexico than Italy or Spain or Colombia or Chile or Peru right now. Our customer service, from IT experience to the commission experience, the product shipping experience, every single one of it, the categories of our business, it is better in where we have been operating for 1, 2, 3 years of time. Of course, it's more established. And with it's a mindset, because with the reality, here's the reality. Let's look at facts. The fact is, in the United States, yes, we've been operating for 3 years, but can I share something with you? I promise you, 99.999% of the population have never heard about Riman, never tried ICD skincare, and haven't been invited to our K-pop yet. And they are using something not as good as our products, and they have no idea what's happening with Riman movement in the United States. That is the reality. Would you agree with that? So I could tell you that it is easy to think, oh man, I wish I wish I was there, but it's too far. I can't build there. I'm telling you, your best opportunity is where you live right now in your backyard. That's where your best opportunity is. And your opportunity is better and greater where you are right now. But we just have to have that excitement. We just have to have that pioneer mindset. We just have to have that right perception of launching, as the new partners are having in brand new markets. I could tell you, you could start your business fresh today. You could have even stronger commitment, even bigger excitement, and even more exciting new launching opportunity and environment for your business starting today in your market, in the United States, in Canada, in Mexico, or wherever you're connecting from. So I just want you to be reminded of how special your opportunity is in your back home, in your market. And that's the perfect place to build. And that's how you're going to have expansions in the future, not because you physically have went, because you have built such a strong local team by focusing on building local team while you're thinking global vision that leads you to the right people locally that will open up doors for you globally in the future. Does that make sense? So I'm telling you, United States still is the largest market. And of course, Mexico is the largest market in Latin America for our business today, as it is in industry standard as well. And you have a perfect opportunity exactly where you are right now. Just like Mr. Timmer said, just like Mr. Ivan said, just like Ms. Dora just talked about, when you focus and make a decision, you could do so much more in 2 days than maybe you've done in the first 28 days of the month. That is the power of focus with all the pending events, all the pending promotions, all the pending things that's happening right now, all the people that's hitting their 3rd and 4th and 5th month in the business right now. Let's give our very best. Let's give everything we got and close out this month of June extremely strong. This is the close of the first half of 2026. And I don't know if any of you watched any of the highlights or any of the games in World Cup. You know what I absolutely loved seeing is so many goals being made. A 92nd minute, 94th minute, 98th minute. There was a goal in 98th minute. Soccer is supposed to be 90 minutes, 45, 45. But with extra 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, maximum of 10 minutes or less given, people giving their very best, not giving up, even if they're losing, even if it seems impossible, not giving up and doing their very best and giving everything they got until the very last second, until the game is over. Having the mentality that it's not over until it's over and giving their very best. And we've seen scores change. We've seen results of the who wins the game change literally at the last second and last minute because they gave their very best until the last second when the other team or the component maybe thought it was already over. So I want to encourage all of you to give your very best next day and a half, 2 days to finish out the month of June, and let's celebrate the win of first half of 2026 together. God bless you. Have a great week. We'll see you very soon on the next Zoom event. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.